Hey everybody, it's Joe Sins Rare Elvis Photos. I apologize for being in a sense absent. I mean, I know I put some of the previews of some of the documentaries um, on the channel that I've been working on. And yes, I'm gonna be mentioning Mindy Miller. Of course, Billy Stanley, our good friend. The reason why I've had less videos lately is I'm working with my wife and we're both recording a new record. Here's a quick sample, so you know what we've been working on. I'm just gonna play just 15-20 second clips of 3 or 4 of the songs we're working on to give you an idea. And of course, it's country music. That's what I've been since I was 16. I've been a country music singer, and yes, I love singing Elvis. I love and there's going to be some more actual Elvis cover songs I'm going to record too while I'm at this. But anyhow, I'm obviously going to read some more Child Bride today, and I owe y'all some Elvis in June, and continuing to read Joyce Bova, My Love Affair with Elvis. She's been very sweet and kind. She messages me quite often as well. She's very thankful for y'all, Elvis fans. And I can see why Elvis liked her. She's she's got a great sense of humor, and she's very full of personality. All right, well, here's a quick sample.
Baby, I've caught you lately, looking in the mirror. You see everything that's wrong with you, but you're perfect to me, girl, that's true. You ain't gotta do anything, 'cause you still turn my head in the hallway, in the kitchen, when you're leading me to bed. I love you more today than I did the day we met. You make my heart beat so fast, babe, don't you ever forget.
Tried on freedom like a lace tattoo. Some days golden, some days black and blue. No waterproof can cover the proof. Tears spill whenever I wonder if I'm over you. Am I ready to open that door? Take off that hurt and let it slide to the floor. Quick counting scars while I drop down.
You gliding slow like a ghost through that door. You mouth my name and my heart drops to the floor.
One more round tonight with you. Your lips taste like bourbon, warm and smooth. Let's drown in the burn like the nights we once knew. One more pour and I'm back there too.
All right, so now that y'all know what I've been doing, let me grab Child Bride, which is over here. This iPhone holder here is doubling as it's really got the microphone, the vocal mic up there. Here we go. Thank you so much, and thank you for the super thanks you've left. Thank you for the compliments and the kindness that you've shown as I work on the documentary. I gotta see what I can use video footage, instead of just photos. If we have to do photos, we'll do photos as well. But you and we want to protect Elvis's legacy. We want to highlight the positives in Elvis. Yes, just like you and I have things about us that we're not proud of, moments, snapshots in time. Elvis Presley was ultimately, and hopefully we are too, kind individuals that deserve to have our reputation protected. All right, so this is chapter 29. Priscilla's other fascination with Michael Edwards beyond the sexual was his status and expertise in the modeling profession, the goal to which Priscilla had rededicated herself once she was past the chaos and confusion surrounding Elvis's death. She had a new focus equally as strong as her earlier determination to marry Elvis Presley. Priscilla is very goal-oriented, Bob Wall pointed out. She's very achievement-oriented and had a deep need. to prove that she was more than just a trinket on Elvis's arms, and she was more than just Elvis Presley's wife. Has she proven that? Or has she just consistently, constantly used Elvis's name for profit? Did she give up trying to have her own identity? Yeah, she did. And I'll tell you why she did, because it wasn't as profitable. I mean, yeah, it just wasn't. I mean, she was an actress. She was I wouldn't say movie star, but I guess kind of. You know, she was a supporting actress in Naked Gun. Fingers are hurting from guitar playing, I guess. Okay. She began, as she had in her quest to become Mrs. Elvis Presley, by inventing a new persona. This time it was Priscilla Presley. Priscilla. What was that scene where Elvis, blah, 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 when he was trying to talk? I think it might have been an interview. This time it was Priscilla Presley, the actress model. And that's who she created, said Mike Edwards. A lot of stars create this persona, and that's not who they are. And Priscilla did the same thing. She created Priscilla Presley. Mike traced this change in her to the moment in his apartment when he was snorting Pepsi, let's just say the other, hoping to have intimate relations, and Priscilla was describing her secret ambition to model. The persona began at that point, and I said, I'll call Nina Blanchard tomorrow and take you down there. And that's when the persona really took off. See, I could open doors for her, said Mike. I was the catalyst, because she couldn't do it on her own. She's got to have a man. Ooh. There is an interesting aspect of this. And once again, look, I think that healthy relationships, I mean, guys can do things on their own, and so can women. But if men and women can work together, there's nothing stronger than that. In all actuality, there really isn't. If Priscilla would have been able to work with Elvis, can you imagine the movies he would have been able to do in the 60s? If she would have said, look, you're better than this, and I am going to help you, and vice versa. This whole thing with Mike Stone, and, she couldn't do it on her own, and Mike offered to kind of help and open that door. So I think that I'm not trying to put Priscilla down by saying she can't do anything on her own, but truly, I mean, it's just a moment to realize that it shouldn't be about men are better than women or women are better than men. It should be about working together to be the best you possibly can. Like my wife, like she listened to a vocal this morning. She was just like beautiful. That's like just spot on, impeccable. Having somebody like that in your life, and then at the same time, last week I did a vocal, and she said, no, it just wasn't working right, and she was right, and I went and recut it, and then it was good. So I think that we need to have people that call us on our deficiencies and raise us up when we do something. And I wish Elvis had that, and in a way I wish Priscilla had that. I don't know, in the perfect relationship we'll have that naturally. I think Anne Margaret and Elvis had that. Unfortunately, Colonel Parker, Priscilla's parents, got in the way. Nina saw Priscilla the next day with Mike and told her that she had perfect features, but she was too short to model. Her future, advised Nina, was in commercials. Mike arranged for a photographer friend of his to take Priscilla's first commercial photos. Before the photo session, Mike had a serious conversation with her. Do you really want this? He asked her. You're a sweet little girl now. You lived with Elvis, but somehow you still maintained that sweetness about you. You don't know what fame is like. It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you, Priscilla. It'll grab you, and it will change you. And she said, no, I won't. How can you tell me this, Michael? I've been around Elvis all my life. Mike continued, no, that spotlight was never on you. Once that light's on you and you start doing things, you'll change. And I know, and I knew what I was saying because I've been in it and seen what it did to me, is what Mike Edwards said. He's featuring prominently in the back half of this Child Bride book. Mike's friend took shots at Priscilla that day, and they were gorgeous. When she looked at him, Mike perceived that Priscilla felt she was bringing to fruition the promise of the baby beauty contestant, the carnival queen, the prettiest girl in school. I kind of see this woman, this dynamo who had been sitting in there from childhood. I think our fate begins when we have our first sense of awareness of something that we have. It's like her, with her eyes and her lips and her cute little figure. I think that begins way back when you're 3 years old, 5, 7, 10, or whatever you first look in the mirror and you see that. And I think she sensed that it began back there. Priscilla Ann, named by her mother after herself, and actress Priscilla Lane, was fulfilling her next destiny. Priscilla made the decision with those first publicity stills to use the professional name Priscilla Bobblehead Presley. Priscilla Bayou Presley. Bobblehead Presley. Priscilla Bobblehead. More cognizant than ever after Elvis's death of the value of his name. When I establish myself in the business, I'll drop that, she told Michael. Never happened, did it? I wish I could read more, but while we're in the midst of doing vocals, I don't talk as much. I can't, or I won't have vocals. So I apologize, it's not a long reading, but I did want to come down here and at least let you know what's going on. I will release another snippet, maybe later on today. It's about, in what I'm also going to piece together in the next month to 3 months, the documentary. And I'm going to get it right before I really put it out. I wanted to preview it for y'all, and it is going to go away, or it's going to go over to the members only side, so it's not sitting out there. I wanted y'all to have something to know what I'm working on, so I appreciate you. TCB, TLC, thanks for the super thanks for the emails. I got a wonderful card from a check actually from Susie Q. Thank you, Susie Q. I appreciate that. She reached out and asked how she could get me a check, and I guess she couldn't do the super thanks or wanted to do something different, and I appreciate you. That helps. That'll go probably go towards my son's birthday. We're having a little birthday celebration today, so I'll get him something or take him something somewhere and let him buy something with that. So I appreciate that, Susie. He's 10 years old on the 25th, but we're celebrating his birthday today with his older brother that came in from Michigan. All right, TCB, TLC. It's hard for me to stop talking, but I got it.
One more